Imagine opening an old map and seeing a massive region labeled with one strange word, Tartaria. Now imagine someone telling you that this wasn't just a vague label on antique maps, but the name of a lost global empire with free energy, advanced architecture, and technology beyond our own. An empire that was wiped from history by design. That's the kind of story Mr. Guy Peter Anderson likes to tell. Anderson is a fringe conspiracy author whose books include titles like Tesla and the Cabbage Patch Kids, exploring the Lost Empire of Tartaria and the Reset of 1776, and Rise of the Clones, the Cabbage Patch Babies. He mixes pop culture oddities, occult symbolism, and alternative history into one big universe of hidden empires and secret resets. In his Tartaria-themed work, often appearing under titles like The Lost Empire of Tartaria, Hidden History They Don't Want You to Know, he leans into the modern Tartaria myth, a once mighty, highly advanced civilization, supposedly stretching across Eurasia and beyond, erased from our textbooks and covered up by later powers. The key ingredients in this narrative are familiar if you've been in the hidden history rabbit hole. Old maps showing Tartary or Tartaria across huge parts of Central and Northern Asia. Ornate 19th century architecture. Domes, spires, grand stone buildings that conspiracy writers say couldn't have been built by the societies we're told existed at the time. Mud flood theory. The idea that a global catastrophe buried the first floors of buildings, leaving us walking on top of a previous civilization. Free energy towers. Domes and spires reimagined as parts of a lost wireless power grid, often linked to Nikola Tesla's work. Anderson's style is to treat all this as a smoking gun, evidence that official history is a carefully edited story and that we're living in the ruins of a forgotten empire. But what does mainstream history actually say? Historians point out that Tartary, or Tartaria, was never the name of a single, unified superempire. It was a broad, imprecise label used by European mapmakers from roughly the 15th to 19th centuries for vast areas of Central and Northern Asia, lands inhabited by various Turkic and Mongolic peoples after the Mongol conquests. As geography improved, the label was simply replaced by more precise regional names. There is no archaeological or documentary evidence of a wiped-out, high-tech Tartarian world empire with free energy devices and global control. What we do have are extensive records of the real empires in those regions, Mongol, Russian, Chinese, and others. Detailed architectural histories showing how 18th to 19th century styles spread globally through training, travel, and empire. Urban planning records explaining why some cities raised their street levels, leading to half-buried windows and doors, not because of a secret mud flood, but because of drainage, sanitation, and infrastructure projects. That's why scholars and science communicators classify Tartaria as pseudohistory. It borrows the look of research, maps, old photos, technical language, but rearranges the facts into a conspiracy narrative about hidden empires and suppressed truth. So where does Mr. Guy Peter Anderson fit in? He's not an academic historian. He's a storyteller working inside this conspiratorial framework, connecting Tartaria to Tesla, Cabbage Patch Kids, clones, and other strange cultural artifacts. His books appeal to readers who already suspect that we're not being told the full story and who enjoy bold, cinematic explanations for architectural and historical anomalies. For a channel like Black Butterfly Key, his work is interesting not as reliable history, but as a case study in how modern myths are created. Start with real gaps or weird details in the record. Add maps and photos that look mysterious out of context. Frame academic consensus as part of a cover-up. Promise the reader secret knowledge, a key to see through the illusion. If you want to examine this kind of narrative directly, not to believe it blindly, but to understand how it's built, you can look at Mr. Guy Peter Anderson's Tartaria book on Amazon. The book is on Amazon. You'll find the link in the description and in the first pinned comment. That link is an Amazon affiliate link used for reference and documentation. If you decide to get the book through it, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support this channel and future deep dives. This video is not an endorsement of the Tartaria conspiracy. The mainstream historical and scientific evidence points to Tartaria as a geographic label, not a suppressed global empire. Tell me in the comments, do you see books like this as dangerous misinformation, creative modern mythology, or something in between? Subscribe to Black Butterfly Key for more critical journeys through hidden history claims, conspiracy texts, and the strange places where imagination and reality blur. Thanks for watching.